But I don't think we're restarting, which is really good to see. So, it seems that Burzy has been able to rejoin the session. He was our host, and then he disconnected as soon as the loading screen ended, but I think we're all set and ready to go now, I think. It's a bit of an unknown at the moment, but everything's running as it should be now. So, hello everyone, and welcome to round 7 of the AM1 Championship here on Contest of Speed. We are back, and this time at the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian round of the championship. Constructed in 1969, the track formerly known as the Österreich has hosted every single Austrian Grand Prix except for the very first back in 1964. The original 3.67 mile circuit was redesigned by Hermann Tilke in 1996 to form the current layout of the circuit. The 2.68 mile 10-turn racetrack is regarded by many in the Formula One community as one of the better racetracks for racing on the calendar, as Burzy decides to give Emirates a bit of a plug on the stream. There we are, a bit of a showing off of sponsors there. That's what he did, that for style, folks. He didn't do that on accident. He was giving Emirates a nice big plug there for the stream. Yeah, great racetrack. There are several overtaking opportunities on the circuit with the assistance of DRS into turns 1, 3, and 4. It's simple, but it's an effective racetrack with very little, really, in terms of hazards, except for what Breezy demonstrated there. And there's also the awkward pit entry at turn 9, which tends to cause a bit of drama. But simply, it's a fantastic circuit that typically generates intense, closely fought racing, and hopefully that trend will continue for tonight's race as Dream jumps up to the top of the table, soon overtaken by Kitten Petter. Now, a bit of news from the last race at the Netherlands. There were 3 incident reports. All of them came up with no further action, so the results stand from the previous week, meaning that Barmer 22 is currently leading the championship on 89 points, followed by Passassin on 81, then Cameron on 59, Andy Wu on 58, then Fredhead in 5th place on 43. In terms of weather, as you can see during qualifying, we have light cloud conditions, but it's going to stay dry, then full clear conditions for the race, so there's no wet weather interference. And a bit of news with the full-time seats as well. One of the drivers, Express 44, where are you on the leaderboard? There you are there, currently P8. He's hopped into the Alpine seat, replacing my Aussie buddy Lunacy. So I've lost my only Aussie buddy in the championship. That's unfortunate, but, it is what it is. Dream, as I mentioned a bit earlier, he's now a full-time driver for Red Bull. I believe Aaron Carey in 9th place. He's on the outlap. He's now got a full-time seat in the Haas. In the Williams, Cam Tizzle has got that full-time seat in that car. We got Vermu in the Ferrari. He's currently in the pit lane. And we got Electric Blade not in the lobby, but he's supposed to be reserving for this race. And Porridge Power in the Alfa Romeo, replacing P-Dog Peyton. So, in terms of the news, everything is out of the way, everything is sorted. We can now focus on qualifying itself. And at the moment, it's a fairly close battle at the top and in the midfield as well, but we've still got a lot of drivers to set lap times. New full-time driver Alex Carey has just invalidated at turn 1. I was going to ride on board with you. Go on a guided tour of the circuit. We'll use Andy instead. He's on the pit straight, heading down towards turn 1. Brakes just before the 50, brings it down to 4th gear. You could probably afford to cut a little bit more over the curb at turn 1. It's a bit forgiving. Through this little left-hand kink that is apparently turn 2, into the tight hairpin now of turn 3. Nice and gently on the throttle, brings it up through the gears, opens DRS, down this back straightaway of sorts into turn 4. One of the more solid overtaking opportunities around the racetrack. It's surrounded in 3rd gear, around turn 5. Then into the left-hander of turn 6, brings it down to 5th gear, Probably missing the apex by maybe a foot or two. Through turns 7 and 8, quite a tricky complex this one. As we saw with Breezy, he lost control through this section and ended up in the barrier. I mean, he deliberately spun out and gave Emirates a plug on the string. Around the final two corners, quite a tricky complex, turns 9 and 10. It's very fast, very intense, and super easy to make a mistake as he gets out of the way of Dream there, who's off on a flying lap. And he's slowing down even more to help this man out, his teammate, Kitten Petter. He's going to give him a tow down this straightaway, heading towards turns 2 and 3. You can see here, Andy helping out his teammate massively. He'll pull off to the inside. There he goes. Through goes Kitten Petter into turn 3. Apparently purple to the first sector. He's just under 2/10 up on his previous best. Heading towards turn 4. Heavy braking zone. Braking sort of in between the 100 and the 50, about at the 75 meter mark. Coming towards turn 6 now. Brings it down to 5th gear. Very nice. Keeps it within the white lines too. Purple to the second sector. Now he needs to nail this third and final sector. Over the crest around turn 9. Brings it down to 6th gear. Brings it down to 5th for the final turn. Opens DRS up to the line. It's P3 for Kitten Petter. 1 minute 4.001. Oh, if that 1 was an extra 0, that time would look really, really nice. Assassin, currently 2nd in the championship, has invalidated at turn 1. Unfortunate there. I was really going to hype this lap up, and then he goes and invalidates in the first turn. Okay then, fair enough. Jack Hawkey coming to the end of a flying lap. Crosses the line, 5th quickest. 1 minute 4.074. Look how close it is. There's 3 drivers in the 1 minute 4.0 range. 3 of them. And Andy's not too far off either. So it's very, very close. This is quite typical of Austria, really. Austria's, during qualifying, is very, very intense. Very closely fought. Makes it a real spectacle. I regard it as one of the better spectacles in the Formula 1 game in terms of qualifying, alongside tracks such as probably Monaco. Interlagos is another fantastic one. Zandvoort is pretty good as well when it comes to the qualifying spectacle of it. Barmer on the medium tyre. I don't think he's set to improve on this tyre. Let's see though, in the first sector. He's not far off. 7 thousandths of a second off in the first sector. That's solid. Heading towards turn 4 now, as Electric Blade has joined the session, so we should have a field of 18 cars. Around turn 4, then turn 5. Heading towards turn 6, he brings the car across the apex. Pretty nice through there, nice and tidy. Bit wide at the exit of turn 7, but it's been a fairly clean lap here from Barmer. Heading around the tricky turn 9, where I've noticed in the My Team career mode, the AI become quite ridiculous through that corner. And Barmer, that's actually really respectable, that lap time. Persasson, a 1 minute 3.475. What a lap from him. Completely obliterates everything else out of the water. There we go. Into pit lane goes KD. Andy on another flying lap, up by 25 thousandths of a second in the first sector. Heading towards turn 4 now. Around the hairpin he goes. Brings it down to 3rd, gently on the throttle. Very nice, very tidy. If he can improve by a 10th, he can jump up a couple of spots. Bit more time, he can jump up to P3, overtake Breezy, and he's purple to the second sector as well. So Andy's on for a pretty solid lap here through turn 9. Very neat, very tidy here from Andy. Gets around the final corner nicely, crosses the line. It's P2. It's better than I thought. He found so much time in that final sector. My goodness. So committed through the final 2 turns. He found so much ground. I thought he was set for maybe a P3, but no, he went even better than that. Cameron dumping fuel. That's what he's doing there. Revving the daylights out of the car just to try and dump as much fuel as he can, because we're getting towards the pointy end of qualifying now. Jack has just started a flying lap. Current best of 1 minute 4.074. And he actually backs out. Maybe doing a second out lap, perhaps. Barmer coming into pit lane. See here, Cam currently coming through the second sector. He's dead even to his personal best. You saw that in the top right. Oh, and he's actually backed off to, well, not let the Haas through. But there is an Alfa Romeo coming. That's KD on a flying lap. Or rather on an out lap. He's coming in very hot through the final 2 corners there. My goodness. Alright, KD, let's see what you can do. Through turn 1. Misses the apex just a little bit. You can afford to run over the curb there on the inside. Up the hill. Around turn 2, then into turn 3. Up by half a tenth in the first sector. You don't expect to find a lot of time in the first sector. It's only 1 corner. You can lose quite a bit in that 1 corner. You can run wide, copping a warning. You could cut the corner too much, copping a warning. Through turn 6 now. Coming towards the end of the second sector. KD is up by 2.5 tenths. Oh, a bit wide there at the exit. He keeps it within the white lines. Actually, he backs out completely. He has no traffic behind him, so he'll probably go back into pit lane. No, he's going to have another go. Rightio. He has plenty of battery, and the red fuel icon isn't flashing, so he's still got plenty of fuel in the car. Exits turn 1 pretty well. Up the hill towards turn 3 now. Down by 600ths, but that shouldn't phase you. And that is an Alpine or a Williams that has spun. It's a Williams, that's Cam, and he just reset the circuit right in the middle of the racing line there. I hope that was just the AI doing that and not him, because that was quite silly if it was him. But I do know that when a car goes, oh, dearie me. Well, when a car does that, it goes into the barrier. But when a car goes far enough off track, the game will reset you. A great example of that is the runoff area at turn 1 at Interlagos. Seen it a few times. Dream, are you on a flying lap? No, you're not. You're not using any battery, so no. Everyone's coming into the pits. Express, ooh. I don't think he will be able to set another lap. It's going to take him a while to get back into pit lane, because he's got a completely missing front wing. What are you backing off for? Like, Electric Blade is backing off when he doesn't need to. Oh well. Is he out of fuel? No, he's not out of fuel. He's still got the flashing red icon, so he'll be going into pit lanes shortly. Rightio. Now he's out of fuel. Rightio, top 5 are on outlaps, and I believe the first of which is our current pole sitter, Passassin. 1 minute 3.475. How much can this kid improve by? What will he be aiming for? Let's find out. Comes around the final two curves. Right on the edge of the white line. Rightio, here we go. Heading down towards turn 1. Brings it down to 4th gear. Hits the apex pretty nicely, but invalidates. That's a fairly brutal invalidation, if I do say so myself. That he didn't really run too far wide, but he must have put a pixel or two just over the white line. Game came down on him like a sack of bricks. Oh well, he's got enough time to set another flying lap. And Cameron, he's purple to the first sector. He needs to improve by 2/10. Actually, no. 2.5 tenths. More so. If he wants to claim pole position. Coming around turn 5. Then turn 6. Brings it down to 4th, 5th gear. That gearbox glitch is still in the game. Up by just over 2/10. He still needs to find time in this final sector. Around turn 9. Brings it down to 6th. Then down to 4th gear around the final curve. He'll open DRS and come up to the finish line. He will jump up to pole position with a 1:03.371. That's the new benchmark. Passassin in the first sector, down by 0.02 of a second. Andy has invalidated. His session is over. Same with Breezy. KD on a flying lap, up by 1/10.5 in the first sector. He needs to find about 7/10 if he wants to challenge for pole. So essentially it's down to Passassin. He's running low on fuel as well. You can see the flashing red icon. Sector 2 time, he's up by 0.06. Needs to find a couple more in this third sector if he wants pole. Through turn 9. He invalidates, that's it. He invalidates. He crashes into the wall as well to vent his frustration. But at the penultimate corner, Passassin copped a warning. And his qualifying is over. It is Cameron on pole position by less than 1/10. Actually, no, it's a bit over 1/10 of a second. Look at that. Just over 1/10. Andy in 3rd, Breezy in 4th place, Kits and Petter in 5th, Vermoo in 6th, KD in 7th, Jack in 8th, Barmer in 9th, Bursey rounds out the top 10. All of those drivers are starting on the soft compound tyre as well. Strategy around here, I'm pretty sure, is an easy soft medium, if I recall correctly. But it'll be interesting to see what the drivers outside the top 10 do. With Aaron Carey, Electric Blade, Dream Express, Cam Tizzle, Wing It, Porridge Power, and JD TV8. And actually, no, 2 of the drivers set their times on sets of mediums. Rightio, so KD and Barmer both set their times on mediums. I wonder how they'll fare at the very beginning of the race, starting on the medium compound. Obviously, I didn't switch the tyre graphic to best. I must have kept it on fitted. Rightio. So that will add a bit of spice to the top 10 with these 2 on the medium compound tyre. Look at these fellas right at the top. 1:03.3 and 1:03.4, 1:03.6. Man, very, very quick lap times here at the Red Bull ring. Should be a fairly entertaining race for us to watch. Typically is around the Red Bull ring, as I mentioned earlier. Fantastic racetrack. Typically provides pretty intense racing. So I'm looking forward to this. Rightio. Clear skies for the race. According to the weather report, there shouldn't be any wet weather interference, which typically is a good thing. Although the wet weather conditions can mix things up, typically people sort of back off quite a lot and they don't take any risk. during the wet weather conditions. When it's nice and dry, people tend to send it more. That's, of course, a lot more entertaining to watch. Now, what will the drivers outside the top 10 do? I reckon some of them will still start on the soft tyre and try and make up positions early. I have a feeling the majority of them, though, will start on the medium compound. Let's find out. Lining up on the grid now, getting ready to set off on the formation lap. There they go. So yeah, as I thought, the majority of them are starting on the medium. So we got KD in 7th, Barmer in 9th. They're on worn medium tyres from qualifying. Then we got Aaron Carey on the medium. Same with Electric Blade. Same with Dream in P13. Express on the soft tyre. I like that. It's nice and aggressive. We want to make up positions early. We got Cam on the mediums. We got Wing It on the medium. Same with Porridge Power. And JD starting from the back of the field, starting on the soft compound tyre. I like that too. Trying to be nice and aggressive, make up positions early, and compensate later on in the race. And who knows, there's probably going to be a safety car at some point. Knowing this game and how frequent safety cars do come out. There's the predicted tyre stop strategy. So the pit window, lap 15 to 17 for the soft runners. We have to keep an eye on the lap counter. I'm pretty sure, though, the undercut is pretty powerful around here, so probably expect some of the soft runners to pit lap 12, lap 13, I reckon, to take advantage of the undercut. We'll remove the interval and the tyre graphic. We don't need it for the start, just to try and increase the viewing space. We can now look forward to the start of the race. Cameron on pole, Passassin in second place. These two came together during the race at Zandvoort. Had a ferocious accident at turn 6 that resulted in both of them retiring out of the race. Hopefully that won't happen again here at Austria. I know these two are two of the better drivers in the Americas region. Hopefully we'll see a nice scrap between the two. We've got Andy and Breezy on the second row as well, ready to pounce if there's any mistake from the leaders. But here we go, here in Austria. We have 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Cameron converts well off the line. Same with Passassin. He's got a nose alongside, not quite anymore. Andy around the outside. He's looking at turn 1. He can't get it done, though. Drivers using the runoff area just to try and not make any contact with their fellow racer at turn 1. Heading towards turn 3 now. Some side-by-side action, and here comes the Ferrari of Vermouth, who spins, well, half spins. Loses a position or 2. He falls to 7th. He's side-by-side with Kitten Petter. Kind of side-by-side. Now they're properly side-by-side. Heading towards turn 4. Electric Blade down the inside of Kitten Petter now. And he gets through. Great move there from the Haas driver. Kitten Petter losing a few positions now. He's actually lost a position to Aaron. He's fallen to 11th. Make that 12th as Express goes round the outside at turn 6. Oh, no. Petter's got problems, surely. He has to have problems. He is losing so much time. Heading around turn 8. Oh, that's tight. And yeah, he's going into the pit lane. So he's got some sort of damage from the start. He made contact with somebody. Into pit lane he goes. Same with Porridge Power in the Alfa Romeo. Heading up towards turn 3 for the second time. Cameron is still leading. Passassin in second. Andy P3. Breezy P4. KD P5. Bersey P6. Electric Blade up to 7th now. Sort of got the top... What would this be? The top 5. And a fairly big gap to P6. Let's see. Electric Blade easily the best starter, up 6 positions from the start. KD up 2. Barmer, Bersey, Aaron, Dream and Wing It, they're all up 1. Express up 3. JD TV up 4. So some good starts here and there. As I'm pretty sure Aaron made a move on Bursey there at turn 9. As we have the lap 2 glitch where the leaderboard gets all funky. That happens from time to time. Here comes Electric Blade. Attack. Wait a minute, attacking Cameron. So the leaderboard didn't get funky. Cameron's genuinely in P6. So he's made some sort of error, or he was collected by perhaps Assassin or something, and he's dropped down to 5th. He's now got a 2-second margin to KD, the car in front. Going to have to push quite hard in order to close the gap. He's got a massive problem with DRS enabled. Top 4 should pull away. Righto. I thought that was the leaderboard messing around with me there. No, Cameron's genuinely in P5. Through turn 1. Up the hill towards turn 2. Andy closing in with the power of DRS. Heading around turn number 3. And he would use DRS again to close in, but Assassin has got really good speed. And he's going to find it difficult to overtake. Dream just overtook Cameron there for P12. And actually, Cam's just lost another place. Down to P14. Through turns 7 and 8. Cameron's doing a fairly good job here to close in on KD. I thought the top 4 would pull away. They're not really. Cameron is closing the gap. Trying to get himself back into this fight. Heading down towards turn 1 once again. Andy sets fastest lap with a 1:06.657. And turn 1 they go. Ooh, I reckon Assassin made a mistake there. And here comes the McLaren. Using overtake and DRS. It should be a simple move. And that's Cameron. He's made another error. At turn 1, he drops down to 14th. So his charge towards the top 4 is over. For now. Vermeulen Barmer battling into turn 4. Oh, Vermeulen very wide there. But he keeps the outside line. He's still fighting with Barmer. Heading towards turn 6. Vermeulen doesn't fight down the inside. Barmer into P6. Around turns 9 and 10. Gap is 0.2 of a second. Aaron has overtaken Vermeulen for P7. Andy's setting another fastest lap with a 1:06.339. Cameron going into the pit lane, so he got damage from that. And here comes Assassin, a fairly simple move. Retakes the lead before turn 3. Two Alpines are battling one another. JD has overtaken his teammate for P10. Barmer and Aaron and Vermeulen all battling here. And he has retaken the lead at turn 4 as well. Vermeulen goes deep through turn 4. They're still side by side on the exit. Oh, that's close as they go through turn 5 into turn 6. Aaron is now into 7th place. Yeah, with fairly tight battles like this, it's fairly difficult to know where to look. All these cars that are very close to one another. Almost anything could happen in one of these groups. Assassin right up Andy's gearbox. Oh, as Breezy runs wide there at turn 1. Here we go up the hill towards 2 and 3, and Assassin retakes the lead. Exiting turn 3, can Andy do anything? Well, Assassin got a hell of a run out of turn 3. Heading towards turn 4 now. Oh, and he goes into the back of Assassin. Spins the car. Blocks Breezy. Bringing out the yellow flags. But what a costly error from Andy. And here comes Electric Blade. Oh, he doesn't go for a move. But a costly mistake. And unfortunately for Breezy, he was just an innocent bystander in that. But this has unleashed Assassin. He's got a 2-second margin over KD, who is on the medium tyre. Actually might put KD in quite the position here on the alternate strategy. He's made up 5 places, I'm pretty sure, from 7th to 2nd. He's on the medium compound. This is a really good start for KD. Needs to keep up this fine form. Aaron on the attack here, I reckon. He looks, or doesn't commit to a move. Andy and Breezy battling for position. They're side by side. Andy gets back through into 3rd place as they head around turn 4. Dream overtaking Cam there. That was for P12. Round turns 7. And spinning is Andy! Spins off the circuit into the gravel trap. Oh, don't goes. Oh. Thank goodness. Cam and Dream battling for position through turn 9. This is tight. And they're still side by side. How about that? Heading down the pit straight. Dream has DRS. Able to overtake Cam there. Andy into pit lane. With a fresh set of tyres on the car. Electric Blade is into P3. That's a big moment there from Aaron. At the exit of turn 3, there's Bersey and Vermoo in the background closing in. Barmer, ooh, dearie me, that was nasty. Bit of a lag spike there. Through turn 4 rather. They're side by side, heading around turn 5 into 6. Breezy fights. They're side by side, heading towards turn 7. They get through. Barmer in 4th place. Breezy in 5th. Aaron on the attack. Looking down the inside at 9. A brave move, but he was committed to it. And he's through into 5th place. A great move. Down the pit straight towards turn 1 once again. I reckon we're getting pretty close to the pit window for the soft runners. Running a bit wide there, Aaron. Heading around turn 2, up towards a hairpin of 3. Nice and tight. Ooh, almost going into the back of the Mercedes there. Here comes Breezy. He's got a bit of a run. But with everyone in this train having DRS, no one can really attack one another except for the leading 2 cars of the train, that being Barmer and Electric Blade. Barmer taking 3rd place away from the Haas, though I'm sure the positions are going to change once again on the next lap. Oh, a big moment there for Electric. Losing a bit of ground, but importantly, he's still in the race. Oh, and his teammate looking down the inside. That could have been really nasty, but they both get through. And Vermoo is into the pits. The Ferrari driver is in. Oh, and he got a 5-second penalty. Dear oh dear. Quite a fast pit entry. You have to be very careful. Here we go. The 2 Haasers battling for position. They're side by side through 2. Into turn 3. Oh, and into the back of his teammate. Oh, dear. As Electric Blade is sporting just a balaclava on his avatar. He's got no helmet. Amazing to see that that glitch is still in the game. Cam and Dream battling for the final point scoring place. Coming around turn 6. Express is just in front of them. P9, I reckon he'll be coming into the pits soon. But his teammate, not quite just yet. Express, neither does he. Aaron on the back of Barmer as they head through turn 1. Here we go, using overtake, using DRS. This should be a fairly simple move. Pulls alongside, and he is through. Yep, he's through. Into P3. Barmer counter-attacking here. Heading towards turn 4. Has to go around the long way. They're side by side. Still side by side on the exit. Barmer retakes third place. Heading through turn 7. And then 8. This is what Austria generates. This intense, tight racing. Constantly changing positions. And that is Passassin, the race leader. Making a colossal mistake at the final corner, losing the lead. Now, a couple of drivers are in the pits, Burzy and Express. They're going to chuck on the medium tyre and go to the end. Through turn 3 we go. Aaron and Barmer now battling for second. Electric Blade getting involved. Now, just want to quickly look at Passassin's car. No visible damage from what I can see. Back to this battle for second. Not too often that you see Haas's battling for the podium places now, is it? Good to watch, though. It's nice to see a different car fighting towards the front. How about that? The top 4 on medium tyres. We've still got drivers out there on worn soft tyres from qualifying. Passassin, Breezy, surely JD will pit as well. Heading up towards turn 3. Barmer not close enough. Neither is Electric Blade. Dream closing in on Cam as they head towards turn 3. Is he close enough? Not quite. I reckon he might... Ooh, I reckon there might have been contact there. Ooh, hello. Cameron, Vermouth, battling. They're side by side. Who has DRS? Neither of them. No, Vermouth does. Round turn 4 they go. Vermouth back into 8th place. Breezy and Burzy battling for position. KD, his first penalty. 3 seconds next to his name. Where shall we look? Probably back to this. Through turn 1, the gap is half a second between Aaron and Barmer. Barmer naturally will close in. Oh, I tell you what, he closed in a lot more than I thought he was going to close in. Porridge Power, 3-second time penalty. I reckon Barmer's going to have a go. Using overtake, using DRS. Around the long way, into turn 4 we go. Gets it done. No, they're still side by side. Yeah, Barmer gets it done on the exit. Back into second place. This battle continues. Through turn 8. Towards 9. We've seen Aaron make a few moves here, but he's not close enough to make a move this time. Express has overtaken Andy as well for P14. There's KD. There's Barmer. Aaron and Electric Blade. That is Cameron again. Spinning out. Doing his best Mercedes lawnmower impression. Porridge Power has retired. Crashing out at turn 4. Entering 5. And a virtual safety car, a VSC, has been deployed. So we've got a... Oh, that's evolved into a proper safety car. Interesting. This is very interesting. Pretty much right in the middle of the race, we have a safety car. We'll see Katie's fill-in teammate despawn. He obviously lost control, hit the barrier on the right-hand side, ultimately causing his retirement. Whole heap of drivers in, Andy and Kit and Petter on fresh medium, same with Cameron, same with Jack. This has saved Cameron's race, by the way, this safety car, with the amount of mistakes he's made in this first half of the race. Yeah, he wasn't on course to score much, but with this safety car, so long as he has a clean race, when the green flag comes out to the checkered flag, you might see quite the recovery drive from Cameron. Electric Blade stays out to take the lead. I don't quite understand the decision, but there you go. I like this decision. I like that decision from Barmer. I really, really like that decision. Because it's risky. Like, the obvious choice is to go onto the hard tyre. Because it's going to be a bit of a stretch to get the softs to the end, but hey man. Sometimes races are won or lost on tyre choice, and the hard tyre isn't particularly amazing, so I like this. And who knows, there might be another safety car that will allow Barmer to put on a fresh set of soft tyres. Go hard towards the end of the race. Who knows? So, and same with Cam, I like that. I like the aggressiveness of that. So for anyone who started on the soft tyres, it's logical to put on fresh mediums now. There are some who pitted, you can see with Breezy, Bursey, they pitted a couple of laps before the safety car, so there's no reason really to put on fresh tyres as they're pretty much already fresh. So they can gain a bit of track position with people pitting in. For the hard tyre runners, that being Katie, Aaron and Wingit, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a tough order for you, a bit of a tall order for you to maintain pace, because the hard tyre is a bit rubbish for the first couple of laps, or rather more like first 10 or so laps, compared to the mediums and the softs anyway. And KD has entered the pit lane again. Ooh. Soft tyres. I wonder, did he want to put on soft tyres, but accidentally put it on mediums or something? Cameron gets a 3-second time penalty under safety car. Yeah. KD has lost so much track position with this choice. That's very strange. Very strange. Because he was here. Now outside of the points. Why is it not a full race? I mean full race distance. Because we'll be sitting here for a bit over an hour and a half. I mean, a lot of people just don't have that time. Plus, if we did a full race, well, you could imagine some of the other racetracks we go to doing a full race. Track like Singapore or Monaco, it would be quite a burden for the drivers to get through all of that. With a half race distance, it gives enough time for the drivers to, you know, class it as a proper race, I suppose. There's an element of endurance to it. With a 50% race, there's still a lot of time to make mistakes, so you need to remain constantly concentrating. As Electric Blade sets off, Cam gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Dream. Barmer right behind. It's 0.3 of a second, and he's through. Oh, they're side by side heading around turn 2. There he goes. Now, Barmer needs to pull away on that tyre. Needs to build a margin. With electric blade on old rubber, he could sort of act like a roadblock in a way, because those tyres will not feel great. Bit of scrapping going on in the midfield. Ooh, side-by-side action here between Breezy and Aaron. Breezy is through into third place. Vermeer, a 3-second time penalty. Cameron is through into 13th. Trying to charge through the field, through turn 9, down the hill towards 10. The RS won't be able just yet. We'll have to wait a little while longer. And into the pits goes Dream, so he got damage, I suppose. That's the only reason why he'll pit at this stage, under these circumstances. Well, here comes JD, down the inside into turn 3. Massive leaderboard blocking up the action. Here we go, side by side. This is JD and Passassin. They're going to make it 3 wide, are they? Oh, almost. Around the outside, Passassin looking. Keeps it on the outside, and he's through. Great bit of driving there. Nice little scrap between those three. Vermeer and Bursey battling for position. In P11 and spinning is Cam. And someone else has spun. That's Electric Blade. And he's got a completely missing front wing. Ooh. Thank goodness there was a gap in the traffic. Bursey has spun. 3 spinners in the 1 lap. Aaron, a 3-second time penalty. Cameron would have got a warning for that. My goodness, he cut a lot of turn 1. Tell you what, we'll get rid of the tyre graphic because, yeah, I want to increase the viewing space. Ooh, Vermeer, KD. Oh, bump, bang. Bit of contact. Nothing major, just a little bit. Rubbins racing and all that stuff. KD through into 4. Oh, sorry. JD and Aaron battling for 4. Round turn 7. JD losing a position to his teammate. Oh, that's why. JD's got problems. Oh, and KD had an awkward run through turn 7. Yeah, JD's got a missing end plate, you can see, on the right-hand side of his wing. So he'll be going into the pit lane to get that fixed. Here comes Cameron. Into turn 1 we go. He's not close enough to pass the Ferrari. Andy, a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Andy making a move for 5th place. Successful move. Oh, tight between these 3. As they head towards turn 4, here comes Vermeer. Around the outside into turn 4. Great job. Outbraked his rival, committed to the outside line. He is through into 6th place. Cameron down the inside at turn 6. Express losing 2 positions in 2 corners. Oh, KD right on the back of Express now. Opens DRS, closes in on the Alpine, who is saving battery. That's why you can see the red light flashing at the back of the car. Express has already dumped his battery. KD doesn't have much either, in fairness. He's in single digits as he comes up to turn 3 around the outside. Oh, contact between the 2 there. KD gets through into P8. Breezy, Passassin battling for position. Passassin continuing his charge towards the front. Front being occupied by Barmer. Gap is 1.5 seconds as Cameron gets a 3-second time penalty. Round turn 9 we go. Down through turn 10. Still very tight. And here comes Cameron. He looked. Didn't commit to a move. Coming up towards turns 2 and 3. Again, not close enough, but Andy is. Down the inside. Through into P4. Cameron, Vermouth, side by side. Or rather, Cameron in front of Vermouth now. Down the inside, Cameron looks. And through in. Oh, tight. And here comes Vermouth back into the fight. Right behind the Mercedes. Cameron commits to the outside line and keeps P5. Really tight racing as KD gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and that is express around. It's pointing in the right direction. Oh, careful, your tyres will be shot to pieces. And Kitten Petter's around. And he's going to go into pit lane. And Express is spun again at the same place that Kitten Petter spun, who gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. That leaves only 2 drivers in the race that don't have penalties, one of which is Jack, who I believe this is the AI. The other one is our current race leader, Barmer, who does have Passassin and Breezy closing in. We've got a 3-way fight at the front. Oh, and a moment there for Breezy at turn 7 and 8. He was very wide at turn 8. And that is a spinning Ferrari. That is Wing It in P10, losing it at the end of the second sector. Leaders begin lap 26 of 36. We got 11 laps to go. Down towards turn 3. Assassin, will he go for it? Not yet. Cam into the pits. Cam Tizzle. Towards turn 4. Assassin doesn't go for it here either. Breezy desperately trying to keep up with the top 2. Still within that second range. He needs to stay there. Cameron P4. 3.1 seconds behind Breezy. He's got Andy, Vermouth. There's Aaron and KD in the background as well. They're trying to hunt down the top 3. Hodge Power has left the session. Our only retirement in this race so far. His retirement brought out the safety car, which has changed the race somewhat. Here comes Passassin. Not going to use any overtake. You can see how much battery he's got. He's got a fair bit of battery. Barmer doesn't. You can tell because of the flashing light, and through Passassin goes into the lead. Now he's going to probably start to use that battery to pull away. Here comes Barmer though. Looking down the inside. Into turn 4, commits to it too. Overshoots the corner, Passassin gets the switchback. They're side by side through turn 5. Heading towards turn 6. Barmer fights down the inside. It's tight racing between the two as they head down towards turn 7. Passassin keeps the door open. Nice clean racing from the 2 leaders. Heading down towards turn 9. Then through turn 10. Assassin pulling away just a little bit through those 2 corners. But Barmer and Breezy will close in with DRS. Another driver who is closing in is Cameron. He's now 2 seconds behind third. Through turn 2. Up towards turn 3. Barmer looking to the inside. He's alongside the Aston Martin on the exit, but Passassin Gets the traction out of the corner, maintains the lead. But Barber's going to have another go into turn 4. Down the inside, he sends himself quite narrow into the corner, but parks the bus, blocking Passassin, maintaining the lead. Around turn 6, down the hill towards 7 and 8. Cameron still closing in. Gap is now 1.5 seconds. Make that 1.3 seconds. Wingett and Bursey battling for 9th and 10th there. They're a long, long way behind this, but that battle is still for points. So it's still quite the important battle. Through turn 1. Breezy, a 3-second time penalty. I better start bringing these up, because they're going to affect the results quite a bit. And here comes Passassin down the inside through turn 3. It's a done. Will Barmer be able to counter-attack once again into turn 4? He's closing in on the Aston. Oh, and Breezy goes for it. Oh, and he cuts a corner. He makes contact with Passassin and spins. Oh, a costly mistake. Probably just outbroke himself just a little bit into the hairpin, and he drops down to 8th. Oh dear. All that hard work gone. Vanu and Aaron very close. Might see a battle between these two soon. And now Cameron's getting involved in this scrap too. He's got DRS and closing in on his teammate. Now, I wonder what Barmer will do here. Will he let Cameron go to fight Passassin out in front? Let's see. Oh, and that's... Is that Cam? No. Who is that spun at the... Oh, and Wingett's out. He's crashed at the final curve. Cam is out as well. We got a safety car. We have a safety car with 6.5 laps to go. This race wasn't dramatic enough. Right. How is this going to pan out? We've got drivers in the pit lane. Probably going to put on soft tyres. Let's bring up the tyre graphic. You can see a lot of drivers on fairly worn tyres. This decision matters. Oh, and that was Cam's car, I'm pretty sure. They just drove through. Cameron, Barmer, into the pits. What does Cameron do? Into the pits. So the top three... Ooh, top 3 are in. Andy stays out. Becomes the race leader. Vermouth stays out. A lot of other drivers pitting in, though, for fresh, soft compound tyres. So Passassin, Barmer, Aaron's now in P5, KD P6. Cameron has dropped to 7th because of the double stack. And Breezy has retired in the pit lane? Where's Breezy retired? I'm pretty sure he retired in the pits. So neither Williams will score points. Huh. Breezy, of course, had a moment at turn 4, outbroke himself and went into the side of Passassin. I don't know if Passassin has any damage from that. If he wouldn't have front wing damage, but he might have floor, maybe side pod damage on the car. Right, so top 2 on 14 and 12 lap old mediums. Then we got Passassin, fresh softs. Same with Barmer, Aaron, KD, and Cameron. They're all on fresh tyres. Jack, his AI, has stayed out on worn tyres. Everybody else is on fresh softs, except for Express. He's on 5 lap old softs. But even so, those will be in pretty good condition, I imagine. This is going to be quite the intense finish, isn't it? curb at the exit of 7. Yeah. We've seen a couple of drivers lose it there, Cam. It's alright. But the curbs in this game are pretty brutal. So if you take one awkwardly, you can easily end up in the barrier. But, no, it's unfortunate, but F1 2021 do be like that sometimes. No. What we can do, folks, is strap ourselves in, because I imagine the drivers are probably going to send it. And Barmer... Oh, and Dream as well. I failed to notice Dream. He doesn't have a penalty. So there we are. So 2 drivers don't have penalties. I'm not counting Jack because that's the AI. You can see, because it's ghosting, it's the AI. So 2 drivers don't have penalties. They can benefit massively so long as they don't make any mistakes. You can see, like, looking at the penalties, Andy has 3, Vermoo has 9, Passassin has 3, Barmer has none, Aaron has 6, KD has 9, Cameron has 6, Bersy has 3, JD has 9, Express has 3, same with Electric Blade, Dream has none, Kitten Petter has 3. So those drivers who have 9 seconds, that being Vermoo, KD and JD, they're gonna get quite hurt from this. Ooh. But yeah, they're gonna lose a fair bit of time with those 9-second penalties. Oh, your first ever league race. Well, that's actually pretty solid then for your first ever league race. You were competing constantly in the midfield. But yeah, when I first joined league racing, it was way, way different to open lobbies. Typically, let's say typically, the racing quality tends to be a bit better than open lobbies. In open lobbies, you just get smacked about 24/7 unless you're at the front. Well, even then, if you're at the front, you tend to get taken out by someone in the midfield. Decides to torpedo the entire field at turn 1. But yeah, no. But welcome to the league racing family, Cam. Hope you enjoy your time here in Contest of Speed. Rightio, fellas. Let's finish this race with a bang, shall we? Get rid of the pens, get rid of the gap. Let's just watch the drivers scrap it out. They come onto the pit straight. They begin lap 34 of 36. 3 laps to sort this out. Through turn 1. Andy still leading the field. Cameron on the attack. Passassin on the attack. Electric Blade has copped a 3-second time penalty as Passassin around the outside into turn 3. Tries to look. Vermoo overshoots the corner. Passassin gets the switch back. He's alongside and through into second place. There's Barmer in P4. No penalties, remember, next to his name. So he's in a really good position to take this. And Barmer is through into third. No resistance there from Vermoo. Heading towards turn 6. Oh, look how much Passassin closes in on those fresh tyres. And that's Cameron. Dropping down a long way away from the field. So he's made another mistake. So his chance for points are over. He won't be scoring anything from 14th. Onto the pit straight once again to begin lap 35 of 36. 2 laps to go. Heading towards turn 2. Passassin makes a fairly simple move. He's into the lead. Barmer will try to follow through. Into turn 3 we go. They're side by side. Fairly close stuff there, but Barmer is now in second. Bring up the intervals. Bring up the pens. The all-important penalties. KD. Oh, KD almost goes into the back of Vermeulen there into turn 4. KD. Oh, sorry, rather JD has copped a penalty. Now has 12 seconds next to his name. Oh, side by side and spinning. KD spins. Drops down through the order. KD now on the back of Vermeulen, heading towards turn 9. Unable to pass just yet. Aaron on the back of Andy, trying to get by. I'm sure he'll like to finish third on track as DRS is enabled, as KD makes a mistake at turn 9, losing another position. Here comes Aaron. Should be a simple move to take third place. So long as Andy doesn't get another penalty, he'll be able to reclaim that at the finish line. Oh, and a bit of a moment there from JD. Losing the back end. Electric Blade and Burzy battling for position. And that's a genuine battle for position as they head around turn 4. Blade has the inside line. Burzy tries to get the switch back. Is it successful? Not quite. He stays in P8. Towards the front of the field, though. These fellas have sorted themselves out. JD on the back of Vermeulen, but he's got 12 seconds worth of pens. The gap between the top two, 1.7 seconds for Barmer. He just needs to get through 2 more corners cleanly. Can he do it? He most certainly can from the looks of things. Persasson will cross the line in first place. It will be taken away from him. Barmer will claim his second win of the season here in Austria. Andy claims third place for McLaren, and actually it's a really solid day for McLaren with Kitten Petter in P5, Aaron in P4, Express in P6, Electric Blade in 7th, Burzy in P8, Vermeulen in 9th, and the AI of Jack in 10th place. That will be JD, I believe, because I'm pretty sure that's the AI in control of that car. So there we are. Barmer victorious once again. And Cameron doing a bit of rally crossing there, just to try and get to the finish. Had a bit of a shocking race. Great qualifying. Not a great race, as KD gets a 20-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. Wow. Oh, get across the line. He does. There we are. JD, driver of the day. We'll see his performance on the final results screen. But first, the podium celebrations. Back to back for Barmer, winning at Zandvoort, winning again here at the Red Bull Ring. Persasson in P2, and he completes the podium in third place. Rather typical of Austria to create a race like this. Very dramatic, lots of overtaking. Generally just really cool to watch. Congratulations again to the top 3. Congrats to Persasson snagging fastest lap, but of course congratulations to Barmer claiming win number 2 in this AM1 championship. Outside of the top 3 we have Aaron in P4, Kitten Petter P5, Express P6, Electric Blade in 7th, Burzy in 8th, Vermeulen in 9th, the AI of Jack Hawkey finishing P10, so that will be JD moving up a spot, then Dream P12, Cameron P13, KD in 14th, and our retirements, Breezy, Wing It, Cam, and Porridge Power. Look at the amount of penalties, my good, 52 seconds! Did I read that right? 50 times 6, 52 seconds. KD got 52 seconds. Gee whiz. Certainly a very interesting and dramatic race here at the Red Bull Ring. There we are. Oh, certainly a lot of fun. Let's see. May I join? In terms of joining the league, I believe you can join through Contest of Speed's official website, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that though. I'm pretty sure you can join through Contest of Speed's official website. Have a look. There it is. So yeah, if you go to contestofspeed.com, I'm pretty sure you can join through here. So yeah, I joined through the means of the AM1 championship needing a commentator. A friend of mine who competes here stuck up my name, and I obliged to try and help out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can join through the Contest of Speed website if you wish to join the league. So yeah, contestofspeed.com. You should be able to find it, hopefully. Thank you very much, Kitten Petter. Kitten Petter doing very sensible things there. But yeah, if you click on that website, as Kitten Petter says, get you into the Discord. The more the merrier. But I think, with the race finally over, it's time to end the stream. Tune in next week as the AM1 Championship starts up again. But until then, I've been Lane Everingham. Thank you all so much for watching. And we'll see you for round 7 of the championship. It's a very special round of the championship. It's the most prestigious, the most legendary, and the most difficult round of the championship. The epic racetrack circuit de Monaco, the home of the Monaco Grand Prix. Should be an interesting race, I imagine. Hope to see you there, and good night.